Two dads, two mindsets, one broke, one wealthy, both raising the same kid. What changed everything? Not a lottery ticket, just how he thought about money. Welcome to BizBro, where we help you unlock your financial potential, one practical idea at a time. Today, we're breaking down the major ideas of Rich Dad Poor Dad into real-world, beginner-friendly steps you can use.
Oh, that means letting your money work for you instead of you working for it. Huh.
You'll learn the 6 core lessons, the 5 internal obstacles, the key strategies to build assets, and how the cash flow quadrant works. Plus, we'll show simple global examples and quick diagrams. The author grew up with 2 father figures, his well-educated, poor dad, and his wealthy, business-savvy, rich dad. Both valued education, but one focused on job security, the other on financial literacy.
Son, study hard, get good grades, and you'll get a good job someday.
Different kind of lesson, kid. Learn how money works, then make it work for you.
Whoa, it's going up all by itself?
That's called passive income. You build the system, it keeps earning.
Poor dad often said, "I can't afford it."
You know, son, I never figured out how to make much money, but I tried to teach you to work hard, keep your word.
Rich dad would ask, "How can I afford it?" One shuts down the brain, the other activates it. Poor dad, play it safe. Don't take risks. Rich dad, learn to manage risk. And here's a mindset shift: broke is temporary, poor is eternal. Wealth starts in your head before it shows up in your bank account. The poor and middle class typically work for money. The rich have money work for them. What traps most people? Fear of not having money, and desire that makes us spend it when we do. That treadmill is the rat race. Get up, go to work, pay bills, repeat. Escaping the loop means learning how money works so you can use emotions to think, versus thinking with emotions. If your only plan is, earn more salary, you'll often expand expenses to match. But if you funnel new income into assets that create more income, your money starts working, even while you sleep. It's not how much you make, it's how much you keep, and how hard it works for you. Rule number 1, know the difference between an asset and a liability, and buy assets. The wealthy build the asset column first, then assets fund lifestyle. Is your personal home an asset? It may appreciate, sure, but monthly, it often takes money out, mortgage, tax, maintenance. In this framework, that makes it a liability. The key is distinguishing residence from investment. Example, you buy a small rental for $150,000 with 20% down in, say, Canada or the UK. After mortgage, insurance, tax, and maintenance, it nets $250 per month. That's an asset, it pays you. Your personal home in the same price range. It costs you monthly. That's the difference. Your job is your profession. Your assets are your business. Most people spend life working for someone else's business. The wealthy build their own asset column. Real assets. Think, businesses that don't require you daily, stocks, bonds, rental real estate, notes, royalties from intellectual property, and assets that produce income or appreciate. The poor and middle class often buy luxuries first, sometimes on credit, to look rich. The rich buy luxuries last, paid for by the cash flow from assets. Taxes were supposed to hit the rich hardest but often ended up impacting the middle class. The rich use corporations to manage risk and legally optimize taxes. Corporations can pay expenses before taxes. They can also help protect assets with structures like companies and trusts. Exact rules vary by country, so the principle is, learn the system where you live. Whether you're in India, Nigeria, the UK, or the US, business entities exist that can separate personal and business finances, limit liability, and sometimes shift how income is taxed. The wealthy study this topic deeply. In the real world, boldness counts. Financial genius is part knowledge, part courage. The core idea, money isn't real, in the physical sense, it's an agreement. The most powerful asset is your mind. Financial intelligence draws from 4 areas. 1. Accounting, reading numbers. 2. Investing, making money grow. 3. Markets, supply and demand and trends. 4. The law, rules and structures that protect and optimize. When you know how to value deals, structure them, and protect them, you create your own luck. You turn lemons into lemonade, sometimes into a lemonade franchise. Suppose you buy a small website for $3,000. It nets $150 per month after costs. You recoup your $3,000 in 20 months. After that, you own a cash-flowing asset. That's the get your capital back first mindset. Recover your initial money, then enjoy the cash flow. Young or old, choose roles for the skills, not just the paycheck. Poor dad prized job security. Rich dad prized learning. Favor broad competency over narrow specialization. Key management skills include managing cash flow, managing systems, and managing people. And the superpower, sales and communication. The ability to sell ideas, products, and yourself amplifies every other skill. Start a tiny service, pitch a freelance package, negotiate a phone bill, write a persuasive email, test a landing page. Each one sharpens your sales and marketing muscles. Even financially literate people get stuck. Here are the 5 big roadblocks, and how to push through. 1. Fear. Everyone fears losing money. Winners use small losses as tuition. Losers are defeated by them. Action. Make small, calculated bets. 2. Cynicism. Doubt becomes a habit. I don't want to fix toilets, blinds you to solutions like property managers or REITs. Action. Replace, it won't work, with, how could it work? 3. Laziness by busyness. Being too busy to grow wealth is still laziness. Action. Schedule 1 hour a week for your finances, non-negotiable. 4. Bad habits. Pay yourself first. Automate investing. Then figure out how to cover bills. That pressure forces creativity and growth. 5. Arrogance. I already know, blocks learning. Action. Stay curious. Ask better questions. Every dollar is a vote. Are you voting for your future, or just your present? Invest in your mind first. Then deploy capital into assets. Choose your circle. Hang out with builders and learners, not professional doomscrollers. Smart investors often buy when assets are unpopular, and sell when they're trending on your aunt's Facebook.
Always ask, how fast do I get my money back? That question alone will save you from shiny object syndrome. Remember the flow. Capital in, cash flow out, payback, then you own a free asset. Ask it every time, and you'll start thinking with an ROI mindset.
Big results rarely come from tiny thinking. Partner up. Learn to negotiate. Profits are often made in the buying, finding value others miss. There are 3 types of income: earned income from your job, portfolio income from stocks and funds, and passive income from rentals and royalties. Aim to convert earned income into portfolio or passive income quickly. That's how you buy back your time. Portfolio examples include low-cost index funds or ETFs in many countries. For instance, UCITS ETFs in the EU and UK, broad market ETFs in the US, or index funds in India via SIPs. Passive examples include rental rooms, REITs, farmland funds, or digital products that pay royalties. Small business examples include a niche e-commerce store, a micro SaaS, or a vending machine route. The cash flow quadrant explains how people earn money: E for employee, S for self-employed or small business owner, B for big business owner who builds systems, and I for investor. Moving from the left side to the right side isn't just a job change. It's a mindset, emotional, and educational shift. On the right, you build pipelines, not all buckets. If you're an employee, start an automatic monthly investment into a global index fund or REIT, and build skill by learning to read financial statements. If you're self-employed, productize your service, hire help, and document processes. If you're building a business, focus on a team and systems that work without you. If you're investing, learn valuation, due diligence, risk controls, and legal structure. Week 1. List your current assets and liabilities, read a basic income statement and balance sheet tutorial, and set up a 10 to 20% pay yourself first auto transfer on payday. Week 2. Pick one simple asset path such as an index fund or ETF, or REIT, or a tiny digital micro business, and block a weekly 60-minute money meeting with yourself. Week 3. Build a small experiment, maybe $50 a week into an index fund, or launch a $50 test ad for a micro offer, and track the numbers, income, expenses, and results. Week 4. Review what worked, what failed, and what you learned. Double down on the winner, cut the loser quickly, and sketch a 90-day plan focused on getting your capital back first, then cash flow. If an item pays you regularly or grows your ownership in productive enterprises, it's likely an asset in this framework. If it takes money out of your pocket each month, it's likely a liability.
Every month, Arjun sets up a simple SIP into a Nifty 50 index fund. It's automatic, disciplined, and lets his money grow with India's top companies. Alongside, he and Meera built a small digital course and put it up on a marketplace.
Every month, a little slice of my pay packet drips into a low-cost UCITS ETF. Tiny steps, but they add up. And because the spare room was just sitting there, I started letting it out, where it's legal to do so. The rent helps cover bills.
Here's my plan. Drip a little cash each month into a broad market ETF, slow and steady. But I also want something I can touch.
Like me, I sling snacks and spit out coins.
Exactly, a small vending route, or
secure storage with steady rent.
To move faster across the quadrant, level up cash flow management, systems, people skills, and sales and marketing, think copywriting, offers, funnels, and content. Avoid these traps, researching forever without acting, letting lifestyle creep eat every raise, and chasing shiny objects. Run small tests, direct raises into assets first, and pick one lane for 90 days. Don't take risks, keeps you stuck. Manage risk, sets you free. Start small, diversify over time, use checklists, and always know your downside.
I can't afford it, ends the conversation. How can I afford it, starts it. The brain loves a challenge. Give it one.
Learn how money works and control your emotions to escape the rat race. Buy assets and understand cash flow. Mind your own business by building your asset column. Use entities wisely and learn your local rules. Invent money by expanding your options and courage. Work to learn and stack skills, especially sales and communication. Beat the 5 roadblocks: fear, cynicism, laziness, bad habits, and arrogance. Move from employee and self-employed to business owner and investor. Build pipelines, not just buckets. Pick one action you can finish this week that moves you toward assets. Set that calendar block. Future you will high-five present you. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit subscribe for more from BizBro, and unlock your financial potential.